What's up, everybody? If you leverage Smartlead and you have a team of SDRs that are responsible for managing the inbox together, I'm going to be showing you how we can easily assign the leads to the correct SDR. But in order for us to assign the leads to the correct SDR, we're going to need to have added them to our Smartlead account. I'm going to show you how we can automate that. And for whatever reason, if the SDRs leave the company or whatever happens, I'm going to show you how to automate the deactivation process as well. And finally, I've got some more bonus things with HubSpot automations, such as adding the lead categories to your HubSpot account, so that there's a two-way sync there. In addition to that, we can do a lot of other things. Let's dive in. So this is the document that I leveraged to come up with this stuff. And if you want, just pause the screen to look at all of the different automations that we can start to create for a sales team. But this is the one we're working on. So just a quick solution. If you're just getting started, you just want to do something simple, this is what we're going to do. So we're going to create a notification for email replies. And then that notification for email replies is going to get assigned to the correct SDR, who is going to be inside Smartlead. And then we're going to be using some round robin logic to determine who gets the lead based on different criteria. And then, as I did mention, there's some other bonus things. So let's look at this round robin scenario. So we've got a database. This database holds all of our SDRs, and I'm going to show you how we can add add SDRs to this over here. But this includes the name, the Smartlead ID. This last 30 days is assigned leads in the last 30 days, last 14 days, last 7 days. And then we've got their email, their Smartlead password, but we've also got their availability. So this right here is probably a different automation that analyzes their Slack status or their Google Calendar or anything, right? There's many ways that you can actually track their availability. And we are basically turning this on and off depending on those different criterias using a different automation. And so if an SDR is available, we can assign them a lead. But if an SDR is so just unavailable, that's not how you spell, that's not how you use cap block. So if the SDR is unavailable, we don't send them any leads, right? But if they are, boom, we're good to go. And so this is the basic structure. I personally, I'm not a fan of building these type of things inside Google Sheets because if we were to insert a column to the left, it ruins the entire automation, because some of the things that we want to do is we want to filter out for any people that are available, etc. So the way that I recommend that you build something like this is literally just use these type of different custom fields, but have it inside your HR software. When you onboard the SDR, it can also trigger the webhook to add them to Smartlead. Or maybe you can have a project management tool that holds all of your SDRs, and really many different ways, right? But what you want to have is a database of your SDRs. Cool. So let's look into these automations. So the first one is going to be helping us add users to Smartlead. So this leverages a data store. You don't need to have a data store, but I like to keep mine like this, which holds my Smartlead login. And so if we were to use this, it's going to give us the Smartlead login. And from here, you're going to use this HTTP module that looks something like this, which essentially just logs into Smartlead on your behalf. And we log in using this email and this password over here. And by the way, the team members emails at Afonto, so that's the password over here. So that's who we're logging in as. And so from there, once we've logged in, we're going to be receiving a token. And so this token is what we're going to be putting in here. So you put an authorization bearer, and then you put the token. As you can see, this is the token over here. And we use this URL endpoint right here, which is then going to add the team member to our channel, sorry, to our Smartlead account. And if we refresh, we've got all of these team members over here. We're gonna add a brand new team member. So let me show you a quick demo, and then we'll move on from this. So we're gonna call this. So it's just I'm just gonna do Chan, just Chan, because I can't really think of a name right now. And so Chan, the password is also going to be Chan. Um, and then boom, this is good. And then from here, I'm going to refresh the page again. As you can see, this is all I've got. We've just added a brand new team member called Chan. And when we run this over here, it's going to search the data store for my Smartlead password, input the Smartlead password to get the token, and then add the team member over into our Smartlead channel. But this is taking a while, so I'm gonna explain the other automation and then we'll be back. So this does the exact same thing. So we log into Smartlead, we get the token, and then we simply use this request content over here. So this is the only thing that's different. And then this ID is the ID for the specific team member. So the team member, when they get added to our Smartlead account, they're going to have an ID. And honestly, what you might want to do with something like this is we get the ID right here, right? So this is the ID. This is what it outputs, letting us know that it's worked. So you might actually want to add a separate module, which is like the Google Sheets module, which is add a row. Or in your case, you want to use an HR software or a project management tool. And then you simply want to add the team member here. So we don't have that section doing anything right now. In fact, I'm gonna just add them manually. So this is Chan, but I'm adding them manually, but you would obviously not be doing that. You would be adding them like automatically, right? And then we've got the username. So this is chan@afonto.com, and then we put that here. Though honestly, it doesn't matter. So we're just gonna keep this super simple, right? So we're gonna add the okay. So something's not working. All right, it does not like me, and nor does it matter because we don't need that anyways. We just need the ID, right? So we put the ID, we plop it in here, right? That's all we need for now. In fact, I'm just gonna get these stats and put them here, and then delete this row. I'm gonna do it like this. Cool. So we're gonna delete this row. So if you could do that, you'll be fine. And then you can also delete it. And by the way, for those of you that are curious, how does this even work? Let's refresh. By the way, so Chan is over here, right? So now we've got Chan. He's in invited status. So how we get those URL endpoints for anyone that's curious, you just got to inspect element. You got to go to the network section over here. And when you click on Chan, for example, let's say we wanted to switch his status to view only status, right? So we click view only, and it's going to give us this graph HQL stuff over here. And then we grab this URL endpoint, and this is what we're going to be pasting in this section up top, right? And then from there, we also get a bunch of other information. Lost it. The payload. So this is what we're going to basically be pasting inside the URL endpoint right here. And so from there, you would basically just modify these to your liking. And so Chan, we would actually not really be putting in like this. We would be grabbing it from the HR software, the Sheets document, the whatever. Cool. So we've got the team member inside our Smartlead account. And we've also learned how we can deactivate them as well. The next thing we want to do, and also we've learned how to add them to a database like this. So we have the database, we have all of that stuff. The next thing is to look at this automation over here. And so this automation is basically triggered by a webhook, right? So this is the one that we've got. It's assigned to a specific client. And the event type is lead category updated to the wrong person, right? And so whenever this triggers, it's going to start this webhook. In your case, you want to make it lead category updated to anything, or you might want to make it lead category updated to, oh, did it just, oh no, it didn't run. Or you might want to make this as email reply. So if you want the SDRs to get all of the email replies, you can do that as well. Cool. And so we ran this once. This is what the search row is. We're searching for this document over here. And we've got CB exists, and it's a number. You can also add an additional thing that checks for the availability. So that would be L. And so L, if L equals availability, we only want to see those SDRs. And so that's the idea, right? And the reason I don't like sheets, as I did mention, is because the columns, they can get messed up. And so we've got two users, right? We've got Bruce Lee, we've got Chan, and we've got both of those people. And since both of them are active, we're actually just going to do maximum number of returned rows and just make that one so that we can only get one person. The next thing you want to do is use a ChatGPT module or a custom formula module to basically create a round robin scenario. But this is like really unique to every single person, and it's going to depend. You can just search up round robin rules to assign leads, right? And like if you look at any of these different articles, there's going to be many different ways that you can think about doing round robin things, right? Some of them are going to involve formulas. I gave you some ideas that checks for the availabilities. Like this, for example, last 30 days, this person has got 58 leads. This person has got 37 leads. And let's assume that both of these people are available. Who does this go to? This person was clearly out of office for the last 7 days, but now they're back. So do we give all of the leads to this person just because the total is lower? Or do we try to compensate for the fact that this person is back? But let's also analyze the fact that this person has been working for 80 hours in the past 30 days, while this person has been working for 64 hours. And so, should we try to catch this person up from 37 to 58 because they're working more hours? Or what should we do? And so, the logic for this, you're going to have to think about it, right? And you can leverage these different tools that exist to come up with some solutions for you. And so, boom, we've got the logic down. And then this allows you to notify it to a specific channel. And obviously, some channels may be relevant for some team members. And so, if you're having tons and tons of SDRs that are all in different teams, maybe you're notifying different Slack channels, and you can plop that in there. And so, we grab that, we leverage that. But for now, we're going to skip the notification section. We just want to focus on the updating lead categories. We do the same thing, log in, get the tokens, and then this is going to assign the lead to the specific person, right? And so we've got all of that similar to how I showed it to you. You basically want to do something in real time, assign it to a specific person, and then see what happens, right? And so master inbox, refresh. Now we just want to assign it to a specific person. And so let's actually run this from scratch to show you a demo of what this looks like. Wait for new data. This person is assigned to as a wrong person. And then when we go over here, it's going to search for the Sheets document. It's going to get all of this information on Bruce. And then we're going to assign it, and it works. And when we come over here, it says assigned to nobody. And then when we refresh the page, now it's assigned to Bruce Lee. And now you can actually start to do more filters. And so some of the filters are going to be assigning to Bruce, right? You can't see that. you really can't. Just imagine that I'm assigning it to somebody over here. And so I've just assigned it to yeah, I did the wrong filter. Anyways, that's besides the point. Bonus stuff. Oh my god, we're not gonna have time because this ends in like literally 15 minutes. So this shoot, I should not have made the promise that I'm gonna get into the HubSpot stuff. Okay, so this is a two-way sync, the HubSpot two-way sync. It's the simplest automation of all time. You basically you run a webhook similar to how we did it. You search for the contacts inside HubSpot, and then you add the contact information over here. You can do the client ID, the campaigns, and then you want to add all the properties inside HubSpot. And then there's another two-way sync which just watches the CRM objects, and then you add them to Smartlead. Okay, that's the video. Hope this was helpful. Cheers.